points difference. As you can see, Ireland minus 81, no tries scored yet. Brazil minus 65. And really, this is the definition of a basement battle coming up. And take on Brazil in their final outings in Pool B. Both sides without a win so far. Ireland have yet to score a single try, as I mentioned, over the course of their first two games. Surely that has to change over the next 14 minutes or so. Beautiful conditions here in Kitakyushu as we have a look at the starting sevens. Audrey O'Flynn for Ireland, Baxter Flood, her sister Kim Crow, Mulhall the captain, and Galvin Campos the captain for Brazil, Mulbauer, Kokan, Carujo, Ishibashi, Berent and Silva lining out for the Brazilians. So that's a look at the teams. Beautiful afternoon for rugby, as it has been across the entire opening day here in Japan, and we're ready to go.
Brazil saw them in the area where the teams hang before each of their games, and they had the music on, their spirits are still up, so I think that they're going to come out here and really enjoy it, and they do play with a lot of flair, and they have got a number of line breaks out there, so I think this is actually going to be a really close game. Ireland, meanwhile, will they need to bounce back just for their confidence. No tries so far. Wow, this is not the Ireland we've seen before. Yeah,
minus 81 points tally. France, who have yet to register a win, they're minus 26, and Japan minus 55. The best that Ireland can hope for is to beat Brazil here and then hope that Japan and France draw in the next game. Otherwise, you can pretty much say mathematically it's impossible for them to qualify. So let's see how this one plays out. Brazil, of course, will have something to say about that. The referee is from South Africa, Amy Barrett-Theron, and she takes charge of her 17th match in the World Sevens Series.
Captain Green.
Both teams ready to go. 14 minutes to decide this one. Brazil against Ireland. If this was a soccer match, Ireland wouldn't have a hope. But because it's rugby, Mel, I can tell you, Ireland will be giving it everything. Captain Lucy Mulhall underneath the high ball, takes it into contact, two to bring her down, and there for Murphy Crow. Ashley Baxter. No Megan Williams for Ireland, she was on crutches earlier on today. There's Bianca Silva, first touch for him, trying to go outside of Audrey O'Flynn, who hangs on for dear life and does just enough to put her off. O'Flynn in to make the tackle. Brazil trying to recycle possession there for Silva. Better from Brazil already than what we've seen in the opening two games. Stretching the Ireland defence wide. Isadora Carujo. Ball there for Ishibashi. Berent. And back to Silva, runs cross pitch. Mulbauer with the pass. Silva takes it back off her. Ireland having to defend and make the tackles early on. Ishibashi. Carujo. It's good patient play by Brazil. Just testing out the Irish tackles early on, and they look like they have an overlap on the left-hand side here. Mulbauer straightens and gives the pass. That's exactly what she does to Kokan, and Silva outside her. Kokan hits the deck. Stacey Flood made the tackle in an offside position. Looking formed, says the referee. Mulbauer wastes no time getting on with it. They're going to use hands to push this one out wide. Might be a gap in the Irish defence here. There is, and in goes Isadora Carujo for the game's first try.
Well, it took a bit of time, didn't it? They could have had a try on the left-hand side where there was a 2-on-1 situation with Silva on the outside, but no worries. Instead, Guerrero ran onto it from that cut, and you just see the Kim Flood there just hesitated slightly. He needed to read that the cut was going to happen and shut it down as she got the ball, but instead Brazil get a very good try.
Yeah, really well worked, wasn't it? Patient build up from Brazil. Conversion attempt is no good, so they stay at 5, and Ireland concede another. Brazil certainly one of the developing sides in the top tier of the Women's 7 series.
Yeah, well, they used to be centralised, and since Rio Olympics they've been all in academies across the country. Ruben Samuel's the new coach. He said it's working pretty well.
So Brazil get us back underway. Once again, Lucy Mulhall takes the kick. And the captain just outside around 22. Baxter. To find gaps in this defence as Audrey Flynn carries at the 10-metre line. Support from Baxter. And then Louise Galvin with the pass. Mulhall. Kim Flood to Murphy Crowe. Lost it in the contact. Almost handing possession straight back to Mulbauer. Mulbauer stretches the legs. Stacey Flood gives chase. Mulbauer trying to go for the corner. She's going to get in again. Brazil with their second try. And that was really well worked. Mulbauer had a lot of work to do. Ireland giving away possession. And Beatrice Mulbauer taking full advantage.
That's the second time that Ireland have been on attack and lost the ball in contact. Just see it just slipped out. She was looking for the offload. Mulbauer was there ready to collect. And this experienced veteran for Brazil knows where the white line is. She knew she had the advantage. She just put her head down. She didn't need the support play on the inside at all.
Conversion attempt from the corner. No joy with that, but Mulbauer, what about that for a piece of individual skill? Brazilian fans here in Kitakyushu happy with that one.
When they get the ball, Brazil, you know, they really are magical.
Problem is today that they haven't had a huge amount of it, but Ireland today, second best in every game and second best so far in this one. 4.5 minutes of the first half gone. Louise Galvin underneath it. Tries the handoff, good one too as well. Galvin, 2 to bring her down. There for Baxter. Kim Flood spots a bit of a gap, gets the pass away. Mulhall with a nice support line. Flood, little switch with Galvin. Brings play up to the halfway line. Ireland rarely out of their own half, and then they give away a penalty just as it looked like they were getting ready to launch an assault into the Brazilian half.
Yeah, Ireland just have to look again at their pattern and perhaps think about not going into contact as much.
Shibashi with the pass. Silva tries to go on the outside. Bianca Silva, it's another one for Brazil. This is a rout. And the Sampa girls are making a name for themselves here in Japan. 3 tries in the first half and it ain't over yet.
Yeah, Brazil showing that they've just got a little bit more pace on that left-hand edge. It was Stacey Flood who was outside to mark Silva. Too far away, she gave her too much space. Fatigue, it's hurting right now for Ireland, who are doing so much work on attack and defence, and for Brazil, well, their structure's very simple at the moment, and they're very accurate too.
3 tries, no conversions for Brazil. But if it keeps going like this, they'll be more than happy. 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ireland still to register a single try here in Kitakyushu. I think Anthony Eddy just put this one down as a day to forget. Draw a line underneath it and move on, because it's not the kind of form that we have witnessed from Ireland over the course of the season so far.
Well, that's actually the sign of good athletes, and we know that in this Irish team there are very good athletes like Lucy Mulhall, the captain. So they have to shelve today's performances, especially if they don't win this one, and just look at day 2 as a restart, reset, and get their combinations going again.
Johan throws into the line out. Mulhall, little dummy, tries to go through the middle. The offload was there. Galvin with a good support line, but didn't give the pass when it was on. Murphy Crowe trying to go on the outside of Silva this time, and off she goes, sets the legs. It's a race for this one. Silva against Murphy Crowe, and Ireland will finally get a try in Japan.
Oh, she is their pace on the outside, Amy Lee Murphy Crowe, and that was brilliant from Ireland. They set up in the middle of the park, just go forward ball, and then good passing to the winger. And look, she just did an in and out on Silva, and Silva had done a lot of work on attack. By this point she was pretty fatigued, And of course, Murphy Crowe is fast. Good reply. It might not be all over yet, Hugh.
Well, the crowd, the Irish are out in force. Look at that. They are shouting and screaming for their team. And dancing too.
I bet you there's an Irish bar here.
I tell you, I'd say he is the Irish bar. Ireland finally get off the mark, calls for celebration. And half-time here in Kitakyushu. Ireland 5, Brazil 15.
It's more so around defense. Defense, we've turned over ball.
Isso mais na defesa. A defesa tem virado bastante bola. Continuar.
And on attack, we've been organised.
No ataque a gente está organizado
Maintain
e
position.
mantendo a posição, a posse de bola.
And we've been patient.
E a gente está sendo paciente.
And then things have happened.
E as coisas têm acontecido.
Do the same.
Vamos continuar a
Have
mesma
each
coisa.
other's back and work hard on
Vamos trabalhar
defense.
duro e se ajudar.
Não precisa entrar em desespero, elas não estão dando pressão. A bola dá para chegar na segunda, porque é iniciativa. Mas é fácil chegar.
Porque a gente está conseguindo a vantagem.
Vamos subir.
Vai mais. Bora.
1, 2, 3, Brasil!
Trocou já?
Well, they're still in it. There's no doubt. There's only 2 tries not converted. So you just never know. For Brazil, very simple instructions talking about their defence and turning the ball over. There he is. It's like, yes.
Yeah, one of my old pals. You can tell he hasn't had too much enjoyment in his life if he's going that crazy over a single Irish try.
Come on.
So the Irish restart. And can they pick up where they left off at the end of that second half as Santini comes in for Brazil. Little pocket rocket number 4. She's a live wire, I can tell you. O'Flynn makes the hit. Mulbauer ships it on to Barents. Tackle goes in from Keohan. Illegal.
Ireland, no chirping, please.
And Ireland get the penalty. Quick tap and go from Mulhall. Baxter. That's Galvin outside her. There she is. Kim Flood. Flood trying to get through the defence. Oh, Flynn couldn't hold it.
They just want it so much, don't they, Ireland? And so they're pushing that last pass. Really needed to take it into contact there, Kim Flood. Resist the urge to offload when you're under a lot of pressure like that. And then they could have reset again and attacked out the right-hand side. There it is. Probably was a little forward as well because she was front running.
Combination of
Fine.
speed out of the pass, and it didn't look like she was fully expecting that one. Brazil win the free kick. Santini wastes no time, off she goes. Referee says Ireland back just about on the required distance and play on. Mulbauer, try score in that first half. Little pop up as far as Kokan. Carujo. The show and go, and Beren through the gap. Beren support on the outside if she needs it. She does need it. And down goes Luisa Campos outside to Teles. Into touch, Teles. Really good tackle in the corner to present a certain try.
What about the little goosey that actually led to that lovely pass to Teles? Lovely tackle from Ireland there. Well, that would be a massive loss if this young lady wasn't out there in the green jersey.
Yeah, no Alison Miller as well for Ireland here. But this is how the pool looks at the moment. Australia and Fiji, 74 and 72 points each. I tell you, that's going to be a thumper of a game next up.
Make sure the scrum, you complete it. You're going to pull back.
Cara Cohan.
Good free kick there, yeah. Good check.
Good to see Amy Lee Murphy-Crowe back on her feet.
Palm is still off, so you can make the
Well,
save.
Hannah Tyrrell on the bench as well, Ireland. They want to bring in a like-for-like swap, but looks like Murphy-Crowe is okay to continue.
Play on. Come back on. Play on.
O'Flynn takes it off the top. No Megan Williams for Ireland, of course, so O'Flynn been asked to jump in the line out. There for Galvin, trying to get the pass away, does so. Murphy Crowe, that'll test out the injury. And she takes the tackle, a good one as well for Claudia Tellez to get across and make it. Keohane to Baxter, 2 outside her. Here's Naupu, who's just on the pitch. Then Naupu out to Audrey O'Flynn. Not the quickest in the Irish team, but she is very strong. Get the pass and intercepted. Off they go, Brazil. Raquel Keohane isn't going to be caught. And the interception on a plate for her. A lot of work to do. And Raquel Keohane into the corner for yet another Brazilian try.
Absolutely heart-wrenching for the Irish because their passing, their pattern was perfect. And just that last pass again on the inside. O'Flynn, she saw Naupu there, but anticipated by Keohane brilliantly. And she had enough pace to get down that sideline and get over the try line.
Well, as Mel said, Ireland in the first half guilty of forcing it a bit. There was another example of the pass, and instead of dying with the ball perhaps, Brazil able to read it, interception, and 20 points to 5. Brazil in control against Ireland.
Yep, she's breathing hard. It looks like it's easy running that distance to go for a try, but I tell you what, 14 minutes of hell.
Absolutely. It's a long buster. Little grubber, is it going to go the 10 just about? And here is Hannah Tyrrell off the bench for Ireland and trying to get over the 10-metre line. Baxter. Keohane. Naupu to Mulhall. Little dummy from Lucy Mulhall. Skips around the outside. Lucy Mulhall still going. Inside the Brazil 22. There for Keohane. Good support from Ireland. Baxter, 2 outside her. If they can straighten and give the pass here, they might be in for Hannah Tyrrell to stretch the legs. Tyrrell dropped it just as she lunged for the corner.
Oh wow, that defence from Brazil, they're committed in this, no doubt about that. It was a great break initially for the Irish. Straight through the middle. And here's Tyrrell at the end. Wow, it's the try scorer again, Keohane, who threw herself out there. Worked so hard to get there. Guts.
Okay. Come back on.
Maybe music in the changing room is what the Irish need too, like the
Yeah.
Brazilians.
Because we went for a coffee during the last break and the Brazilians were all dancing and singing, and we said, hey,
Yeah.
these guys look pretty relaxed in there.
You can't play it.
And they're playing rugby like they're really enjoying themselves. Santini just about keeps herself in field. Brazil are going to have to go the length of the pitch from this if they want to break down the Irish defence. Pressure from Ireland. Good defence though, forcing them back almost over their own try line. Got to be careful here, the Brazilians. Ball still there, popped up from Scatroots, and then into touch.
It was touched by the Irish hand, just tipped. So Brazil will get the throw into this line out. It was pretty brave of them to keep throwing the ball around when they were so close to the try line.
Stacey Flood back in for Ireland. And Ciara Keohane is going to make her way off. Back to the bench. Santini to throw. Decent take as well from Beatrice Mulbauer in a very good game for Brazil. Santini. No way through. Tackle from Emma Murphy. Baxter makes the hit, but still there for Brazil. Pick off the dink from Berentz, and then a bit of a wrestling match between Scatroots and Baxter, and Ireland get the benefit of it. Wasting no time to get on with it. Flood. Tyrrell outsider goes for the long looping pass, and Murphy Crowe already has one, looking for a second. Great tackle. Brilliant tackle in the corner. And then the rip as well. Really good defence from Brazil. A minute to play. Ireland needs, well, a miracle really, and they're not going to get it. Pass this time from Lopez. The Santini is going to go on the outside. Emma Murphy comes across. Did she stay in? She did. Oh, look at that! Santini stands up 1, stands up 2, and runs all the way underneath the post. What a piece of individual skill.
Santini, that is one for the highlights reel. That was beautiful. Twinkle toes, confidence, speed, everything. She's a pocket rocket, smallest woman on the field, and look at that, shift of direction, in, out, gone. It's been a good performance from the Brazilians.
Well, I tell you what, they are fully deserving of their lead. As the kick splits the post, and we've time for one more restart, but no doubt about the winners of this one. Edna Santini adds to her tally, and she leads the Brazil all-time try scoring list by